Hello and welcome back to another episode from the Ludic SMP. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. We're going to start between episodes. Between episodes, we did a lot of stuff. Now, I'm going to show you some of what I did in here. I've got a zombie walk around over there. Let me just go dispose of him quickly because my villager decided the balcony is the best place to stand all the time. Let me just, hi. Yeah, thanks, bye. Yeah, that, I'll show you later on, but we'll show you now because I'm looking at it. But this is the next part of our base build that we've started between episodes. Essentially, all I've done so far is lay stuff out. I haven't really done a lot more. This is all tents. They're quite big tents, but they're tents. We're gonna have like a garage build over here, and this is gonna be like a camp area with the garage trucks and all that sort of stuff. Basically, it's gonna have a run through. Hopefully, that's going to run through to that side, maybe, where I'm going to have a runway. Potentially. I haven't fully decided where we're laying everything out yet, but I know I'm going to have... Let me just fly up. We fly up. We are going to have a runway with, like, aircraft builds and stuff like that on it as well. I'm not really sure which way to do that. Now, I was thinking the best place could be this way. For the runway, we've got quite a big area. We could do the runway straight down there, actually. And then we can have the witch farm as a control tower. That would be really quite a good idea. Also need to figure out a space to put a tree farm somewhere in as well, which is going to be kind of part of the build, but not. I try and need to get that sorted out. But yeah, as you can see, I've been busy getting things flattened off. Over here, I've put in a lot of ground. It was not even close to this flat earlier. What else have I done? Not a lot of visible stuff. I went and did some mining. I grabbed a normal cobble deep slate. I got myself a shulker of stone sat there. I'm actually going to need some more of that grass blocks, so I grabbed them. Got a shulker of cobblestone. That one's empty currently. A load of smooth stone cooked up as well, and we're still cooking stuff as we speak. And then if we go in here and go in my ender chest, I've also got a shock box of terracotta set up as well for the tents. We're going to cook up a load of cactus, get some green dye, and make green terracotta to make our tents with. That's half our tents anyway. And then the other half of the tents, we're actually going to need ourselves a sheep farm because the top part of the tent is going to be made out of wool. So I need to get a sheep farm going. And if we go, let me grab my wheat because I need 4 sheep for my sheep farm. Wheat, not in that one. Hello, wheat. Do I have wheat anywhere? Aha, wheat. My chests are a right mess still, as you can see. But yes, if we go over into this build over here, I've got a couple of things planned to go in there. One of them involves the villagers we currently have kind of knocking around in the houses that we've still got built. That's why the houses are still currently there. And the other thing involves our friendly sheep. Lag much? Interesting. But there we go. We got ourselves a 4 sheep, which is what we need. We need 4 sheep for this build. And don't ask me how, but I put my armor stand pack down, and I somehow managed to chunk align this build exactly 2 chunks. I don't know how. I did not measure it out. I just started building it. But somehow I managed to get it exactly 2. So this chunk I've stood in, I'm going to put in crop farms with villagers. So that's going to be crop farms going in here, which is going to be like an 11 by 11 area for each one of the farms. And then over here, we're going to have sheep farm. So as we have our sheep, I need to dye them green, dark the cactus green. We're going to dark cactus green sheep. And then over here, we've got space of 4 sheep farms to go in there. So I'm not going to show you how I built this. How did you ping through that side? Rude. How did you even get through that side? It's the wrong side of the portal. That's interesting. But yes, anyway, I'm not going to have a full 16 sheep with all the colours because I don't need all the colours at once. I'm going to start with cactus green and we're going to work out from there. So let me cut away. Let me get this thing set up, built and ready to rock and roll. And I'll come back to you guys, hopefully, with a working sheep farm. Alrighty, our super simple sheep farm or wool farm is finished already. Now, it's so simple. As I said, I've got a tutorial on my channel, but I could talk you through it very quickly as well. All we've got down below, we've got a chest with a hopper going into it, the hopper minecart above that. Above that, we've got a grass block our sheep is stood on. Behind that, we've got a dispenser, which has got shears in it, with an observer looking at the grass block. Now, every time the sheep eats the grass, it turns to dirt, and the observer reads that and puts the pulse out to shade the sheep. Easy, right? And the other thing I've been doing is I've been leveling out this area. Now, I've decided I'm going to put the floor in, although this side I'm probably going to dig out once I've got what I want done. And so I'm going to put the crop farms on this side, so I might need to dig this down a couple of layers just to get them in. Although I only really want carrots and potatoes, so I should be able to get that in this space here with the storage kind of going in that corner over there. Hopefully. I say hopefully. We'll figure it out when we get there. But for now, yeah, I'm going to get this floor in. I'm going to start trying to make this place look a little prettier. Need to figure out what I'm going to do in this wall. I may put some more storage over there, because that would actually cover that wall up nicely. I don't know. But yeah, let me get this floor in, and I'll come back in a little bit. Alrighty then, the floor is down, and I decided I was going to come over here and do a little bit of AFKing at the witch farm. Just get myself a few drops sorted out, get myself some gunpowder, redstone, glowstone, all that yummy stuff that we're going to need for future projects. And, you know, rockets. Many rockets, because we get through them pretty quickly, don't we? So, what I'm going to do actually now is I'm going to start our next on-stream only project. Now, what's an on-stream only project? Well, it's a project I do solely on live streams. I may show you parts of the project after the fact, rather than doing it on video, but if you guys want to see that, you guys go check out the live streams or go check out the Ludic live channel, because that is where I'm currently having all the live streams go after I've done live streaming. Anyway, I'll see you guys after the live stream. Okay, after a rather successful live stream, we had a very busy one, by the way. We've done this. We've put the whole fence around the campsite area. We started putting our beacons out as decoration, because yes, that's what the beacon's main role is going to be in this build. We want lots and lots of beacons for using as decoration, which is why in the future we're going to need ourselves a fortress farm, because we need many skulls. Now, if we step inside, you can see I've started working on our tents. I ran out of wool, obviously. Now, on top of here, obviously, I need to put carpets on top of all the wool as well to make it unspawnable. We got the signs on the front. If you're on the streams, you know what the signs are for. And inside, we have started putting in some of the sleeping accommodation for our stream winners. So basically, let me explain what's going on here. The signs outside are for a command called !tent. If you get that, you get your name on the sign on the tent. And if you get the other command, 100% on that, you get the suit. Now, !suit is what you get for this one. I need to eventually put barrels in the ground. Or chests, I haven't decided yet. Barrels would look better, but chests would work also. Simply because every time you get a win on !suit, you either get to upgrade your suit from the previous version to the next version. So you can go up from leather to iron, to gold, to diamond, to netherite, and then trimmed. And also you're going to have all your old sets in the chest, and you can trim whatever set you want to trim. And if you want to trim all the sets, you can trim all the sets, which is why eventually we have to get all the trims together. But that's that. Obviously, these are the lockers. These are the bed rolls, because I can't put these regular beds down because I have got villagers I have got to sort out. So regular beds are not an option in here. They are going to be bed rolls on the floor, which is fine. We've got a nice comfy bamboo floor to sleep on. But yeah, if we come out here, it's really quite a nice decoration. We've got coarse dirt around the outside of the tent, like it's being held down with chains there as well. We got some lanterns going on. We got path blocks all the way down. And I have successfully actually filled in all the interiors. All of these are actually bambooed out, which is quite nice. Obviously, because of that, I've had to make myself a rather substantial bamboo farm, which is not currently automatic, which eventually will have to be made automatic. But I've currently got this rather large area here for bamboo, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. We do need to continue this on at some point. Also, I have got to get the next roads sorted out as well, because one of the next roads actually goes this way straight down to there where the witch farm is. You can just about see the glass AFK box. That's where the witch farm is. So we actually want to, about where my house is currently, is where the road needs to cut through and head all the way down to our witch farm, which is also going to be the control tower of our airport. If we make the road go all the way down there, we can have the runway going down this side here. It was the plan I had in my head during stream. And then we've got our control tower. Our iron farm's also going to go on there. I haven't yet decided, though, if the iron farm is going to go above the witch farm or if it's going to go adjacent to. Either way, it's going to have to go. I want at least that over there because over 100 blocks away from this lot. And obviously in here, we're going to build in our crop farms. Now, I was thinking originally about having all 4 types of crop farm in here, but I have changed my mind on that. And I'm going to stick to potatoes and carrots because they're the easiest ones to get hold of. And my sheep have been doing their thing. My chicken still hasn't grown up yet. I had like 10 eggs. I only got 1 chicken at 10 eggs, which is not ideal. But yeah, I've got a bit of wool coming back through again, which is nice. This one's going to be slacking slightly, but it's fine. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to start getting ready to get our villager crop farms in place. And then we can have an excuse to remove another one of these villager houses. This one's only got 1 guy in it. This one's got 2 attached to it. I might get rid of this one first. We've got a villager in this little pod here and another villager in there. And then we've got the librarian in that one. We've got another villager in that one. And what I might end up doing for the iron farm, because that is going to be all the way over there, is actually these guys. And I'm potentially not going to use these guys anyway, because I want ones that haven't already got crops in their pockets. And I don't know if any of these guys have got inventory slots already filled. So I may have to kill them off and get some zombie villagers in anyways. But either way, let me go gather materials for this. And I will come back to you guys when I'm ready to start building. Okay, so I have been rather busy gathering materials. I've got my shulker box full of stuff and things. I've got a few hoppers. I'm probably going to need more than that. I've got some extra iron in my redstone box at the moment because I know I'm going to need hoppers. I've got a lot of quartz because I want to use quartz as the main building block for this thing. On that open pocket, thank you. And I've laid out the height the farms are going to be at. Now the front row of here will be chests. I've decided with hoppers behind them. And actually this works out quite nicely because I want it by 11 by 11 and this is exactly 11 to here. And it's exactly 11. Oh, actually, no, it's a bit more than 11 that way, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 to there. So the second block in from there is 11 as well. And the reason we want 11 by 11 is because we want a 9 by 9 crop field with a 1 row all the way around the outside of it. And of course, it's still chunk aligned, which makes life a lot easier to build this thing. So now I know the location of every floor. So basically, this is going to be our track. Minecart goes the next one up. This one will be our dirt level, and then we got villager level, next 2 blocks up there. We're going to have a slab, obviously, for our water to go in on each one of these farms as well, so we don't have to worry about the water slipping through. And then, again, minecart track, minecart, dirt level, two levels for the villager to sit on as well. And it'll be slightly higher because the roof being concave, it goes up and down. But it's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to crack on. We're going to get this thing built. As I said, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. So I want to come out to that one there, and then I'm going to put the hoppers on this row here, and we're going to have our chests on the row in front, which can be perfect. And we'll still have a nice little area to walk in here. And while I'm doing that, obviously the wool farm is going to be cracking on, and the chicken egg farm is going to be cracking on as well. I've got the composters and the beds for our villagers in here as well, ready to go. Now, what I'm going to do, once I get enough eggs, I'm not actually going to be using these ones I've got in here now for gathering wither roses. I'm going to be actually getting more chickens. 1 chicken is not going to cut it. Let's face it. We're going to need about, I reckon, 10 chickens, possibly more than that. So that is going to be what we do. So yeah, let me crack on. Let me get this thing finished built. I'm not going to do a tutorial for this thing. I'm not going to do tutorial build because it's not difficult to do. It really isn't. All you need is this bottom level with our redstone blocks. Let's grab those. And it'll break out like this one here. We got a couple of rows behind, and because we're going to have the hoppers here on that row, I'm going to come back a couple of blocks here as well. And we're going to put our redstone blocks in there. And because it's an odd number, it should wrap back around and come back to the start if I've done my maths right. If not, what I shall do is I shall add an extra row in this direction. So we've got an extra row coming out here to make it so it does wrap back around. We won't know that until we get there. So for now, I'm just going to carry on building this thing, and I'll come back to you guys. Probably when I got the first layer in, just to demonstrate what it looks like. Alrighty, I might have got slightly carried away. I was going to bring you back in at the first level being completed, but I finished it. I got it completely finished, and it took me about half an hour to get the villagers in place because they just did not want to go. Especially the guy on the top level, he just didn't understand how to get up there to his bed. But they are now both in place, and if I take a little hoppity hop, this guy is quite happily collecting me plenty of potatoes, and this guy is happily getting me plenty of carrots. Now, the most important thing about the way this farm works, these guys have to have full inventories. Most important thing. Now, the reason for that is because otherwise they will pick up every single carrot and every single potato. When they've got full inventories, they can't pick up every single carrot and every single potato because they got full inventories. So I get all the leftovers. And as you can see, we've already got quite a decent amount. Now, this can be running passively along with my chicken farm or egg farm and my wool farm. Now, the eggs, I've got a few more in place, and I also put in a few more chickens. I think I'm up to 5 chickens now, which is actually going to be plenty for what we need. And we've also got our wool farm going. I've pulled a load of wool out of here because I have added some onto the tents as well. I figured as I had the wool, I might as well crack on and get the second one fully covered. Now, the thing that takes all the wool on this is not actually this, is the fact that I put carpets on top of all that as well. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time. Another thing I didn't point out is, yeah, the beacons. We have beacons as decorative lights on the builds. What am I doing to myself? I mean, really, I've got to go grinding with the skulls now. But yes, that's that bit done. I also did do another live stream. You guys might have seen it if you've been hanging around. You would have seen it, and you'd have seen we've also gone the wrong way because we went this way. We've been clearing a bit more of the land up here, and we've been spreading it down below and getting things ready for our next project. Now, this, I wanted a squared off area that's rather large, which is what this is. And I want to bring this all the way around, get this bit filled in over here as well. And eventually that is going to be part of our runway. But as previously stated, this thing is going to be our outmissed control tower for our airport thing. And I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and the area I've given myself here would actually be big enough to have a couple of chests on that side, a couple of chests on that side, and we could make the iron farm literally right above me, and it would work absolutely fine. Or we could put a ladder that comes up from this AFK area up down here, up onto this level, for where the chests are going to be, and then we can have like a staircase thing running up onto the trading area, or we can have a centralized trading area and we can run through or whatever. But yes, the iron farm's going up here. Whichever way you look at it, the iron farm is going up on top. And this down here will be a wall that's built up to around about wave 75. And then any areas like over here where I've got a bit of land that kind of gets cut out, I'm not actually going to cut that land out. I'm going to try my best to do some geometric landscaping. Whether geometric landscaping is going to be a good idea or not, we will only find out as we get into it. But for now, guys, I'm actually going to end the episode right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you haven't liked it, hit the like button. If you've really loved it, hit subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.